As the head of the household, when you're a single parent, it's up to you to make sure that your entire family's needs are being met. You need to be diligent when it comes to money management basics. That's why an upcoming workshop on Saturday, the 9th of June, can be very helpful for you. It's going to provide a wealth of knowledge in hopes of making an uncomfortable topic, and that is estate planning. And you know, somebody is thinking about the future and when they're not here and how they set that up. But this is a workshop that's going to help you do that, and it's really, really important for single families to be prepared. From the Proud Parent Foundation today, I am pleased to welcome Jennie and Tracy, and tell us a little bit about what is going to happen on the 9th at this workshop.
Well, on June the 9th, we created this program, Estate Planning and Money Management for Single Parents. We're both single parents, and it was at work, Tracy came to me and she had a death in her family, and as she was working through that process, I realized, I said, you know, there's things I need to put in place and probably others need to put in place to ensure that if something was to happen to me, or, you know, and that my son would be well taken care of, and that my things and things I'm responsible for were taken care of, and that I just had a plan in place, because I realized at that moment that I didn't.
Well, and that is something to think about. I mean, you're the mother of a teenager. He's 14.
Correct. Yes, ma'am. He's 14.
And that is a really stark reality to think about.
It is. It is.
That you do have to have that in place.
It is. It is, because you just never know. When we see so much on the news nowadays, and you know, you walk out your house thinking you're going to come back, but it's not guaranteed. And so I would be more at peace to know that if something were to happen to me, that I have something laid out and people know where things are, and that, you know, he's prepared as well. He's taken care of.
One of the things in the workshop that you're going to do, Tracy, parents are going to learn how to create a financial plan and how to set goals and help to create wealth. It's easy for people to go, and it's only $5.
Exactly, exactly. And like Jennie said, people don't really think about it until something happens. And when that event happened in my life, I only realized that I was probably prepared maybe a fourth of the way. So this workshop, I believe, is really going to help.
Could you tell us a little bit about that? Because I know you have a 6-year-old, but then you also became guardian when your sister passed away.
Correct. My cousin passed away in 2016, and so I assumed guardianship of her 17-year-old daughter. She's 19 now, and it was just very difficult. It was, you know, trying to locate a will to ensure if there was proper insurance to take care of the funeral arrangements, just things of that nature. It was a lot all at once, and still trying to grieve for my family member.
Exactly.
And to take all of that on.
And if that information is not in place, it just makes it so much harder, doesn't it?
Extremely difficult.
It can also be very expensive as well, because you may have to get legal involved, and you know, if you go through the court system, it can be extremely expensive and unnecessary as well, if you already have a plan in place and have things in order. And so we just want to prevent that. We want to prevent, you know, our loved ones from having to go through that. You know.
So single parents, how can they take advantage then of the workshop? Where is it going to be?
So the workshop itself is going to be at the Augusta Library downtown, and they can go through Eventbrite to register. As you stated, it's only $5. Also, we have a Cash App that's available, so if people want to register through Cash App, that's also an option. It's the $ Proud Parent FDN to go through Cash App. So those are two ways that they can register.
And all of that information is on our website. So if you don't necessarily need this for yourself right now, but you're thinking about your friend or your child or somebody else who does need this, you can direct them to our website, and they'll be able to get this information that Tracy and Jennie are talking to us about today. You told me that your organization started a couple of years ago, and you're just really trying to gear up now. Why do you think it is twofold questions? Why is it important for single parents to kind of stick together? And also, why are you proud to be a single parent?
Well, I think sometimes when you hear the word single parent, it comes across with some stigmas. Oh, you know, poor single parent. And, you know, life has been good. And it's really because I made a decision to not focus on what I didn't have, but focus on what I did have. And so I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the person I've become. You know, my son has made me a better person. So I'm just proud of myself. I'm proud of him. I see other single parents that are out here. They're successful. They're doing great things. And I just really want to encourage other single parents because I know it's not easy. It's not always, you know, you don't feel like you can always do it and that you have the support. Because sometimes I used to feel like I was the only one. Even though I knew I wasn't, I used to feel like I was at times. But just talking to other parents and knowing that we're going through a lot of the same struggles, I wanted to create something that we could come together, we could support each other. And I feel like if the parent is whole, then there's a better chance that the child can be whole. Because there's a lot of programs for children, but I could never find anything for me as an individual.
Right.
And so I said, you know what, if there's not anything, well, maybe we can create it. And so just talking to Tracy and other single parents, and they've come along and supported it, and we're just trying to make sure that we can get the information out there, that parents feel supported. We try to have free or low-cost programs so that nobody feels like they can't attend.
Good.
And that's really what we're trying to do.
Well, I'm glad to be helping you spread the word about it.
I appreciate it.
And thank you a lot for your time today. It's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Certainly.